Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We'll read Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 6, text 32 to 38. Tato devasura krutva oh, 38. I'll read just. Tato devasura krutva Samvedam krita samhrida Udyamam paramam chakrur amrutarthe parantapa. O Maharaj Parikshit, chastise of the enemies, the demigods and the demons thereafter made an armistice between them. Then with great enterprise they arranged to produce nectar as proposed by Lord Indra. Purport. The word Samvidam is significant in this verse. The demigods and the demons both agreed to stop fighting, at least for the time being, and endeavored to produce nectar. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur notes in this connection, Samvid yuddhe pratignyaya acare namni doshane sambhashane kriyakari sanketa jnanayurapi. The word samvid is seriously used to mean infighting, in promising, for satisfying, in addressing, the practical action, indication, and knowledge. Text number 33. Tataste mandara girim ojasot partya durmada madantavadadim ninyo shakta parizavahava. Thereafter, with great strength, the demons and demigods, who were all very powerful and who had long, stout arms, uprooted Mandara mountains. Crying very loudly, they brought it towards the ocean of milk. Uprooting the mountain from the where it is not an easy task. So it was a Herculean task for demon and demigods to uproot him. But that exhausted them. They could no longer carry forward the mountain. They uprooted somehow, but they got tired. Durabharo dvahasyanta sakravairo chanadya aparayantastam bodhum yosha vijahupati. Because of conveying the great mountain for a long distance, King Indra, Maharaj Bali, and other demigods and demons became fatigued. Being unable to carry the mountain, they left it on the way. They dropped the mountain where they covered him, and they went ahead because they were very tired. The mountain known as Mandara, which was extremely heavy, being made of gold, fell and smashed many demigods and demons. By constitution, gold is heavier than stone. Since Mandar mountain was made of gold and was therefore heavier than stone, demigods and demons could not properly carry to the ocean of milk. This is a lesson. We have a rule. Utsaha, dhyajat, nisyat, tattat karma bhavaduna, sangatyaga satovate, shadbir bhakti vasisati. Enthusiasm, determination, patience, increase devotional service. But janasangasya, but collecting too much, what is it called? Hatyahara prayasasya, prajalpo niyamagraha, janasangasya laulyam cha, shadbir bhakti vinashati. So, demigods and demons were performing something not possible for their capacity. It was great work, but it was just some material gain, amrit nectar. And for that, they were working very hard. So, devotional service, we must remember that Atyahara is as good as no work. Atyahara is collecting too much, accumulating too much, working very hard so that we forget our sadhana. So ultimately it is not successful. So they dropped it on the way. As usual, it was a universal affair going on. It was an important work going on in the universe. Therefore the Lord himself came there on Garuda and helped them out. Tansutha magna manaso Bhagavan bahura kandaran Vignaya Bhagavan statra Abhuva Garuda Dvaja. Vignaya Bhagavan statra Garuda Abhuva Garuda. The demigods and demons were frustrated and disheartened, and their arms, thighs and shoulders were broken. Therefore the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who knows everything, appeared there on the back of his carrier, Garuda. Can you believe it? By the mercy of Krishna, Garuda could not only carry the mountain, but all the demigods in the mountain, demons. And they loaded the mountain on Garuda and he brought it back. In Hindi there is a saying, Khuda meherban to gada pehlwan. If God is gracious, then anything can happen. In Upanishads, there is this instance where demigods are bragging that they won over the war with the Asuras because of Indra says my power, Vayu says my power, Surya says my power, Chandra says my power. So Lord Vishnu took the form of a Brahman and he sat down on the way and he put his foot down and he told Indra, move this foot. You are claiming that you won the war because of your power. So you move this foot, whoever moves the foot, I believe he has contributed to the victory. None of the demigods could move the foot. So message is that whatever powerful, whatever Krishna says, Atva Vahunirena Kim Gyadita Vishtabhya Amidam Krishna Kamasena Stajat. Krishna explains the bhakti-yoga in 10th chapter, Bhagavad-Gita, and then says, what can I say you more? What is the use of detailed description? By my own one particle of energy, I carry all entire three worlds. By his angsha, Sheshnag, Ananda Shesh, he carries the entire universe. So, observing that most of the demons and demigods had been crushed by the falling of the mountain, the Lord glanced over them and brought them back to life. Thus they became free from grief, and they even had no bruises on their bodies. Lord Krishna glanced over the injured demigods and demons, and their all injury was gone. They became intact. So this is Krishna's power. Kartum, akartum, anyatha kartum. He can do some things, undo some things, and do the wonderful things. Krishna can invest his energies into his pure devotees. Therefore, the same energy was given to Prabhupada by Krishna, by which he could change the life of Malaysia and Yavanas. In the Shastras, they cover the stories of many millions of yugas, but there is no description that a man went from India to Yavan Loka, Malaysia Loka, and changed their heart, which was never done in the history of the world, was done by Prabhupada, by the power and energy of Krishna. Empowerment. Empowerment is given to very selective people. Kali Kala Yudhrama Nama Sankirtan. Tar Krishna Shakti Bina Tar Nahi Pravartan. Kali Yuga's Yuga Dharma is Nam Sankirtan. Without the power of Krishna, it's not possible to spread the holy name of Krishna. That power has also come to those who follow Prabhupada, Malaysians and Yavanas. It is so wonderful because Lord Nityananda is Balaram. He appeared before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he waited in Vrindavan for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to start a Sankirtan movement. He did not start a Sankirtan movement. Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu. He did not start Sankirtan movement. He prayed with Gangajal and Tulsidal and loudly chanted, "You come, my daughter, you come, you come." Invited Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In Vaikuntha, the seat was shaking So Lakshmi ji asked, what is the purpose it is shaking? So the Lord said, my devotee is calling me. So I have to go. Dvaitacharya is so powerful that he invoked such a desperate call for the Lord to come. But he did not start the movement. Krishna, this is Krishna's privilege. Krishna Shakti. And Prabhupada and his followers, they inherited Krishna Shakti. Krishna Shakti vina tar nahi pravat. If we remain faithful to what Prabhupada left behind and mention is what we should do, then we should do that much. Anything more or less is not required. Once I heard Vrindavan Maharaj is my senior devotee. I joined in Detroit when he was already a devotee. And I remember once he asked me to shave his sikha, and I shaved the whole sikha, very thin. And ever since then, we are friends. His presence here, I am very honored. So, Krishna Shakti vina tar nahi pravat. All simple devotees, small devotees, they are also empowered with Krishna's energy. People are, I saw a video, there were 1,000 people dancing in China, in one hall. So, there was ordinary devotees like us. We went and repeated what Prabhupada did. Prabhupada went to America and he gave the lectures on Bhagavad-Gita. For 1 year he struggled very hard. He stayed with Ramurti Mishra's ashram. He met people, but there he was restricted. Finally, some devotees, some people, hippies, got together and somebody gave $5, $10, $5, and they rented him a little room. And that room, he also stayed with one hippie, Yergans, who took drugs and practically destroyed Prabhupada's manuscripts. And Prabhupada had to move out of that apartment in the middle of the night. Krishna tested him so much. Prabhupada used to go to Pandya, the captain of the Sumati Maharaj's ship, and say, when is the ship going back to India? I would like to go back. Pandya said, Swamiji, you have come here to preach, and you have come here 10 times to me, that when are you going back? I don't think you are going back. He didn't want to go back. But whatever he did, he wrote to his godbrothers, he wrote to J.K. Singhanias, Dalmias, to establish something in New York. But nobody ever replied. They think it's a crazy man's rant. Prabhupada was serious. So when the hippies put in those $5 or $10 for him, Prabhupada started a worldwide movement. That humble beginning started the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Similarly, Lord Vishnu came and removed the fatigue of these demons and demigods. This is text 38 final. Girim charopya garude haste nekayana leelaya. Girim, the sloka is here, the board? Yes. Girim charopya garude haste nekayana leelaya. Aruhya praya avadvim Surasura Ganai Ruta. Girim, the mountain. Cha, also. Aropya, placing. Garude, on the back of Garuda. Hastine, Hastena. Hastena, by the hand. Ekena, one. Ilaya, very easily, as his pastime. Aruhya, getting on. Prayo, he went. Abdim, to the ocean of milk. Sura Sura Gunaihi, Ganaihi, by the demigods and asuras. Vritaha, surrounded. The Lord very easily lifted the mountain with one hand and placed it on the back of Garuda. The mountain that was not carried by all demigods and demons together, Lord lifted with one hand and placed it on the back of Garuda. Then he too got on the back of Garuda and went on the ocean of milk. So, he too went on the back of Garuda and went to the ocean of milk, surrounded by demigods and demons. Back. Lord very easily, please repeat with me. The Lord very easily lifted the mountain with one hand and placed it on the back of Garuda. Then he too got on the back of Garuda and went to the ocean of milk, surrounded by demigods and demons. Purport. Here is the proof of the omnipotence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is above everyone. There are two classes of living entities, the demons and the demigods. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead is above them both. The demons believe in the chance theory of creation, whereas the demigods believe in creation by the hand of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Janmadhyasya to, first sutra of Vedanta, Athato Brahma Jignasa. Second sutra is Janmadhyasya, by whom everything is created, maintained, and in whom everything is dissolved. So, as a natural commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, on Vedanta Sutra, Srimad Bhagavatam has the first verse saying the same thing. Janmadhyasya to anuyat idaratascharseshu abhignya swarat tene brahma hridaya adikave mohyantya surya. The very creation, maintenance and dissolution of the world is done by Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudeva is first introduced as an answer to Vedanta Sutra's vague assertion that Brahma is creating. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is clearly stated that Vasudeva is the source of creation, maintenance and dissolution. That Vasudeva is independent. Sorry. So, Vasudeva is independent. He is in Brahma. He was born in the universe when there was nothing, darkness all around. And Brahmaji meditated for 1,000 years. Then 1,000 years of demigods, meditation. After he was brought in front of a Lord Vishnu. Vishnu says, Brahma, I'm sorry, you had to go through this austerity, penance, because I also create, maintain, dissolve by penance. So I am empowering you with knowledge of creation. Sarahasyatrangam cha grahana gati uditomaya. I am giving you all this knowledge, imparting in your heart. You please accept them. So this is how Brahma came to knowledge of building or creating. So one time Brahmaji came when Krishna was performing pastimes, and he took all the cowherd boys and cows away, thinking Krishna is under his jurisdiction now, because this universe is his universe. He is the topmost demigod. He did not know the power of Krishna. Or maybe he knew, but Krishna wanted to teach us, so he was put under Yogamaya. So Brahma made a mistake of stealing the cowherds and the cows. Just momentary mistake. But it became 1 year. So for 1 year, every cow in Vrindavan, every gopi in Vrindavan had Krishna as their son. Krishna manifested himself, he expanded. Just how the cowherd boy was smiling, how he was joking, how he was talking, how he was walking, how he was... Every single action was... Even their mothers could not recognize it as somebody else. But one thing was there, that for that year, cowherd boys and cows increased their affection for the child, because Krishna was the child. After this is supremely independence, Krishna's supreme independence. If Brahma stole the cowherd boys and cows, then he would have to go to the mothers and say that your boy is not here. They would doubt what happened, Krishna, you are alone. Our boys are gone. But Krishna manifested and did not let them know that their boys was missing. Brahmaji did not expect such a solution. He came after 1 year and he saw that the same cowherd boys and cows were there. So he realized there's something wrong. Before he realizes the cowherd boys and cows, they became four-armed forms of Vishnu. There are thousands of Vishnu forms in front of Brahma. And there was one Brahma with each Vishnu form. There was Garuda, there was parcels, all kinds of Naradji and saintly people. Each Vishnu form is surrounded by the whole entourage. So Brahmaji said that I, Brahma, do not know your fraction of your energy. Janantu eva janantu kim bahukya name Prabhu. Those who say that they know you, let them say that they know you. But me, Brahma, as far as Brahma is concerned, I don't know your opulence. Vaibhavam tava gochara. So, Brahmaji realized that by his passion he had offended the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Brahma's prayers are in the 14th chapter of 10th canto. They are very exemplary prayers. They are very knowledgeable prayers. They are one of the best prayers in Bhagavatam. There is Kunti Stuti, there is Bhishma Stuti, there is Vrutta Stuti, there is Prahlad Stuti, there is many Stutis, Prarthanas. If we have time, we should memorize all of them. But Brahma Stuti is my favorite. He says that I was born in the mode of passion, therefore I was thinking that I am the Supreme Controller. That pride is smashed by you, by your pastimes. So Brahmaji admits. Similarly, when Lord Shiva was supporting Banasur, Banasur has 1,000 hands. When with 1,000 hands he would play mridanga. and Lord Shiva would dance. So he was a very faithful devotee of Lord Shiva. So Lord Krishna's grandson Aniruddha was in love with Banasura's daughter. But they started an illicit affair. It was by some arrangement. Banasura thought he will imprison Aniruddha. So he was depending on the power of Lord Shiva. He was very powerful. In fact, Banasura was telling Lord Shiva, there is nobody in the world more powerful than me. Give me a fighter who can fight with me, conquer me. So Lord Shiva used to laugh and say, there is somebody who will conquer you. So Banasura had to fight with the Yadavas because Aniruddha was imprisoned. So Yadavas came and fought with Banasura. So on his behalf, Lord Shiva, Ganesh, Kartikeya, they also came. Whole Shiva Parivar was fighting with Krishna Parivar. Pradyumna, Niruddha, Krishna Balaram. Ultimately, he released Shiva released Pashupati Astra, very powerful weapon, just like Brahmastra. So Krishna released Narayanastra. That was subdued. Ultimate weapon, Shiva Jwara, was released. But Narayan Jwara, Shiva Jwara made everything burn. Narayan Jwara was cooling down everything. So Narayan Jwara was released and he cooled down. Shiva Jwara realized his power is not working against Narayan Jwara. So he took shelter of Krishna and said that Lord Shiva said that this Banasura is my devotee and you have already removed his 1,000 hands, only 2 hands are remaining. 998 hands were cut down by Krishna. Please don't cut down these 2 hands and spare his life. And I have fought foolishly. Please forgive me. Once there was also a fight between Lord Shiva and Krishna on behalf of King of Kashi. King of Kashi, Kashiraj. He created a fire sacrifice in which a demon was created to go burn Dwarka. But instead of burning Dwarka, Krishna Sudarshan Chakra chased the Kritya away. So there is a rule that if you give an order to burn somebody else, if that fails, then it comes to you. It comes back to you. So the Kritya returned and burned the Kasi, whole Kasi Nagari city. And Sudarshan Chakra chased her away. So Lord Shiva abode his Kashi. Mr. Krishna's abode is Vrindavan. Lord Shiva is Kashi Vishwanath. So he lost Kashi, he lost Parnasu's place. Lord Krishna chastised. This is in Chaitanya Bhagavat, the story. That Lord Krishna chastised him. Why are you opposing me, taking side of these demons? You are my devotee, why are you fighting with me? Then he said that there is a beautiful city called Purushottam Kshetra, Jagannath Puri. Nearby there is this place, wonderful forest, Bhuvaneshwar. So I am giving you Bhuvaneshwar as a city. So now Lord Shiva's city is in Bhuvaneshwar. Krishna's city is Purushottam Kshetra. It is said in Chaitanya Bhagavat that in Purushottam Kshetra, whoever is sleeping gets the result of samadhi. Whoever is walking gets the result of doing parikrama. Just by being there, you become liberated. All the residents of Purushottam Kshetra are seen as four-handed by the demigods. So, Krishna subdued Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Indra, Chandra, Surya, Vayu, all of them one by one, and proved his supremacy. There is no one equal to or greater than Krishna. Krishna doesn't want to show that, but in his pastimes, somehow it is covered. There is one instance of Lord Chaitanya's life. There are many times Lord Chaitanya appeared as a devotee, so he never exhibited Sudarshan Chakra and Sangha Chakra Gada Padma. He did not carry Sudarshan Chakra. Even while dealing with Jagai Madai, he called Chakra, but Lord Nityananda held to his feet and said, in this avatar, no chakra. But when he was 2 years old, one Taitik Brahman on a pilgrimage was brought by Jagannath Mishra. He offered rice to Lord Gopal. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a child went and took the rice. One time he cooked, so he thought this boy has spoiled the rice. The second time he cooked. Then again he came from somewhere and spoiled the rice. And third time he came, Jagannath Mishra insisted, Vishwarup insisted, his elder brother, please cook. Otherwise our house will be doomed. Guests will come in our house and go hungry. So he cooked the third time. Then everybody was fallen asleep by Yogamaya. Then when he started offering again, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed up. He said, my dear Brahman, you are calling me on one side You are chanting Gopal mantra and you are calling me. And when I come, you think I am spoiling your rice. You are my devotee, birth after birth. And when I was Krishna, you were my associate. And he showed him the opulence of Vrindavan. Immediately the Brahman was transferred into Vrindavan. And he showed all his opulence. That was the first time Lord Chaitanya showed his extraordinary power. Sometimes he showed. One time there was Sankirtan in Lord Shiva's Thakur's house. And some devotees were a little hungry. So Lord Chaitanya says, bring a seed of mango from somewhere. He planted the mango seed. Very soon the seed started sprouting, became a tree. Very soon, within a few minutes, mangoes, big mangoes were seen there. And in 5 minutes they became ripe. And from the tree you can take one fruit and fill up your whole belly. So 200 mangoes were given by the tree and 200 devotees were fed by. For 1 year he provided mangoes to all those devotees. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed miracles, but devotional miracles, only to enhance devotional service. Prabhupada said that somebody asked him, Swamiji, you know some miracles? Prabhupada said, my miracles are these Western boys and girls. They became devotees. They were headhunters. They eat everything. Now they are all vegetarians. They are go-bhakshis. They are go-bhaktas. So this is a miracle. Devotee's miracle is auspicious miracle. One that does not burn anybody. So another miracle was done one time when he went to East Bengal. When Lord Chaitanya was met with one man called Tapan Mishra. Tapan Mishra was a very pious Brahman. He was always thinking about sadhya sadhana. What is my sadhya and sadhana? Whereas we are thinking about sense gratification. He is thinking about sadhya sadhana. His heart was not into sense enjoyment. But he was confused about sadhya sadhana. So he had a dream in which a demigod came and said, Nimai Pandit has come to your town and he is the one who knows sadhya sadhana. You go to him, he will tell you sadhya sadhana. That time Lord Chaitanya had not manifested his preaching pastimes. He had not manifested law of Godhead yet. But Tapan Mishra came in the morning and he said, what is the sadhya and sadhana? What is to be achieved in Kali Yuga? and by what means it should be achieved. So Lord Chaitanya says, Lord Krishna has established a cycle of 4 yugas, and according to each yuga, there is yuga dharma. 4 yuga, establishing 4 yugas, he is establishing 4 yuga dharmas. Kali Kali yuga dharma nama sankirtan. The yuga dharma of Kali Kali is nama sankirtan. Aar kaun dharma kailo nahi hoy. Whichever other process you will apply in Kali Yuga will not work. Ratri din naam lai khaite suite. Mere tara mahima nahi paradite. Ratri din, day and night. Khaite suite, while eating, while walking, while sleeping, while anything. You chant. This is Lord Chaitanya recommends. Vedas do not know the glories of chanting. So, you go to the house and give up all duplicity and sit down and chant. Especially this Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. He told them 2 mantras, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Kevalam. Kalo Nasti Vanasti. This is the first time Lord Chaitanya told Tapan Mishra and Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Sadhite, sadhite, jab premankura hoy. While chanting, the love of God will manifest in your heart, and you will know all the sadhya and sadhana that needs to be known. So Tapan Mishra said, I will now come, I know you are God. So I will come with you. I'll stay with you. Wherever you are staying, I will rent a house and stay with you. Lord Chaitanya says, no. You go to Varanasi, Banaras. In a few years I will take sannyas and I will come there. So Tapan Mishra went to Banaras. His son was Raghunath Das Goswami. He used to read Srimad Bhagavatam, sing Srimad Bhagavatam to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was very dear to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He came once to Jagannath Puri to be with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu said, your father is a Vaishnava. He is my devotee. So you go and serve him. When he passes away, don't get married. When he passes away, you come to me. So he went back and served his father. When he left, he came to Puri. There are many extraordinary things that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did. This is one of them. Lord Chaitanya did not exhibit muscle power. He exhibited mercy power. So if you are associated with his mission, then that mercy power comes. Audari avatar. Krishna is Madhurya avatar. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Audari, magnanimity. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.